What's going on, everybody? Wesley here, and today I'm not only going to show you how to do the insta-kill weapons glitch in the new Dark Aether, unlocking all your schematics with ease, but I'm also going to show you how to do it on the overworld. I'm going to show you how to get unlimited weapons, and I'm going to show you how to store insured weapons as contraband. That's right, you can have unlimited everything, duplicate everything. It's the most broken glitch sequence I've ever seen in Call of Duty, and today I'm going to show you how you can take advantage of it. As you can see here, I have a spear that is contraband now. I was able to duplicate it, and I have a VR11 that is legendary status, which, if you're wondering, is a ton more damage than gold status. Now typically you can't apply ether tools to wonder weapons, but today I'm not only going to show you how to do that, I'm going to show you how to have 5 wonder weapons at the same time. That's right. So first of all, we're going to go over the requirements to this glitch. So here we are in the zombies menu. Let's go over to our gear tab and let's check things out. The first item you're definitely going to need is the spear. Now you can use armory unlocks to actually get this weapon to use in zombies. You're going to need to make sure that that's in slot 2. In slot 1, you're going to have a bullet weapon. Now if you don't have the spear unlocked, simply go join the official Call of Duty Discord. I'll have it linked below. They have a drops for weapons channel where you can actually get someone to drop you the spear, and then if you extract with it in zombies successfully, then you get the base level unlocked. So then come back to this video and let's continue. You're going to need legendary ether tools as well as pack-a-punch level 3 crystals in order to do this glitch very quickly. You can do it in seconds worth of time. There are Easter eggs in tier 3 that you can do with the triangles and the puzzles. If you don't know about that, I'll leave the full video from my original insta-kill weapons glitch where I explain those things down in the description down below as well. But let's go over how to do the insta-kill weapons glitch in the overworld. Now if you go into the Dark Aether after doing this glitch, it will strip the glitched weapons of the status that you've given it, so you can't do it that way. So I'm going to show you how to do it in the Dark Aether in a second, but I just want to show you the basics of this glitch, how to do it in the next minute. So first of all, you have your bullet weapon in slot 1 and you have your spears in slot 2. Go ahead and apply a legendary ether tool to your slot 1 weapon. Again, this should be any sort of bullet weapon, any type of weapon that can just simply get a status from an ether tool. So at that point, what you want to do is take out your spears and go ahead and throw them. Now on PC, it's left click. I have no idea what it is on console. Go ahead and just throw them nearby. These will disappear after about a minute. So just make sure you watch the whole tutorial and then keep doing this. And if you just threw your spears, pick them up real quick because I got some stuff to explain. So go ahead and take out your spear slot, which should now be fist, because obviously you're out of spears. You just threw them all on the ground. Apply a wonder weapon case to that and you're going to drop the actual weapon. You can see the difference here between a thrown spear and your actual weapon behind me. Go ahead and pick up one of your thrown spears with your wonder weapon out. What's going to happen is now you have spears in your hand, but it's also on the ground. You can see we're starting to glitch the game. So at this point, your VR11 is glitched. It's on the ground. Be careful with it. Don't mess this part up. Don't start picking stuff up and dropping stuff. What you want to do next is you want to go ahead and take out your legendary weapon. Now here's where things get tricky. I'm not sure how this happens. It's a really cool glitch, but what we're essentially going to do with this legendary weapon in slot 1 is we're going to go ahead and pick up the VR11 and it's going to strip this weapon of its status. Now as you do that, what's going to happen is once I pick up this VR11 and it strips that status on the bottom right, that legendary status from the weapon, and essentially steals it like a vampire, you're going to turn this weapon into a contraband weapon. At that point, I could take this bullet weapon and I could extract with it and it will count as contraband. So I will be on insured cooldown for that slot, right? You have 3 insured weapon slots, but you'll also extract with it. So it's good to have backups of your favorite weapons, right? Whatever the most overpowered weapons are in the game, this allows you to have 15 of your favorite weapon in your stash. So it's a really cool glitch. So you can see at this point I have a legendary VR11. Now this legendary VR11 is not the most powerful weapon in the game until you upgrade it. It needs to be pack-a-punch level 3 in order for you to do the maximum amount of damage. And as you can see, like I was explaining a second ago, my bullet weapon is now back to being gray. Let's take this to tier 3 and see just how good it is. In my opinion, the VR11 upgraded with this insta-kill glitch is the most powerful weapon in the game. And any zombie that you kill, no matter what special zombie it is, from a mangler to a mimic, abomination, does not matter, even a disciple, it's 1 to 2 shots to kill them. So as a solo player, if I have a Scorcher and I have this insta-kill VR11 out, I'm pretty much good to go. I'll just fly around and get 50k essence and then Tombstone it. It is so easy for me to replenish all of my supplies whenever this glitch is around, and it hasn't been around for months. So I highly suggest that you guys do this, because any bounty contract, or any contract for that matter, is just so much easier with it. You could try this with the ray gun as well. I'm sure the ray gun would be absolutely amazing, but that's how you do it in the overworld. Now let's talk about how we can do it in the Dark Aether, because like I said, if you just take the portal as is, then you will lose this status. So let me show you exactly how you can do it in the Dark Aether. So let's head in. No glitches, no nothing yet. I haven't even applied a wonder weapon to my player, which is a requirement, by the way. Don't have it in your hands, have the wonder weapon still in its box in your rucksack. So it's gonna have to take up some slots. So let me explain a little bit more. So when you come into the Dark Aether, I believe they just set what your weapons are, because you're going into an entirely different game, right? They're loading up a new lobby. That's why you would lose your glitched weapons and why they get stripped of the status, because there is no legendary status for a pack or for a wonder weapon, for example. So let's get right into things. Pull out your spears in slot 2 and make sure that you have your legendary weapon in slot 1, or apply the tool if you haven't already. Now I had already pack-a-punched my spears for some reason, just because I was bored, so I had to throw 6 instead of 3, but throw them all on the ground and then apply your wonder weapon to that secondary slot, which should look like fists now. Next, what you want to do is go ahead and pick up a thrown spear with your VR11, and then pick up that VR11 with your legendary gun. I know that was super quick. If you want to watch the detailed tutorial, you can watch it earlier in the video. I show how to do the glitch in the overworld. It's the exact same. But as you can see, my spear is gold now, and my VR11 is legendary status. I've already done this. Now you can switch your weapons back and forth if you don't want them to disappear, because at a certain point, if you're by yourself, you're gonna lose one of your weapons on the ground. You're gonna have to make a choice between the VR11, the spear, or your bullet weapon, because you obviously don't have 3 weapons. Now you can do that glitch. As you can see here, I achieved it right here. You can see I have my bullet weapon in VR11, but I also have a spear as a 3rd slot. You can do the unlimited weapons glitch, which I'll show you how to do in a second. I didn't do it anymore in the Dark Aether, because in my opinion, if you have a insta-kill VR11 and maybe a insta-kill ray gun as a secondary, but again, in my opinion, Scorcher is the best, then you should be good to go, especially with a team. At that point, you all are doing so much more damage. So let's get into how to actually do the unlimited weapons glitch. So I've shown you how you can do the insta-kill weapons glitch multiple times. You can have a stack, for example, like I just said, with a upgraded Scorcher and upgraded VR11 to pack-a-punch level 4. But how do you get unlimited slots? How do you get 5 different wonder weapons on yourself at the same time? So here's what you're gonna do. So first of all, you're gonna need a weapon on the ground. You're also going to need a spear in your hand as well as a bullet weapon. Go ahead and throw all 3 of your spears on the ground, and then what you're gonna do is go ahead and take out your fist and pick up the gun off the ground. At this point, you want to then down yourself. As soon as you down yourself, start crawling towards the spears and pick them up while you're down. This only works if you don't have a weapon out while you're crawling. If you have like a pistol as the weapon that you're using for this glitch, sometimes it can mess up. When you get back up, the spear will be another weapon slot. So at this point, just in my clip, I have 4 weapon slots. What you want to do is go ahead and apply a wonder weapon case to that spear slot, and it's just going to disappear. The spears will cease to exist, but you can see the weapon is still on the ground in front of me. At that point, replace one of your bullet weapons that are in your slots 1 or 2 with the spear, and now that bullet weapon's back on the ground, you can go to an ammo crate to get your spears back, and now you just have an extra weapon slot with no sacrifice whatsoever. The weapon's still on the ground. We're reset to where we were, right? But I was able to equip one of my wonder weapon cases, so it's absolutely sick. All of these weapons have the same exact amount of damage. I had someone mention in the last video the fact that they're gray at the bottom right. This is not like the insta-kill weapons glitch. They did not lose their status, and that is only for wonder weapons. So here I am doing the glitch again. You can see I crawl over the spears after downing myself, and then as as soon as I get back up, I'm going to have a spear as another slot. So how this works essentially is, for whatever reason, they allow you to pick up spears while you're downed on the ground, but they don't check if you already have it equipped. So all the game does is just add that as a weapon to your player, and you don't have that weapon, so it just adds it as another slot. It's a bit of missing logic that's in the behind the scenes of this game that I definitely have been taking advantage of lately. But like I said earlier, I don't really suggest that you couple this with the insta-kill weapons glitch, as enticing as it may seem, because it just becomes cumbersome. It becomes like a drag to do, right? Like if I'm gonna sit here and spend 20 minutes to do a couple of glitches, it better have a drastic effect on my gameplay, right? The insta-kill weapons glitch you can do in 3 to 5 minutes and changes the entire outlook of your game, right? You'll just have extreme damage. This glitch, on the other hand, is more of a novelty in my opinion. It's fun to do, but it doesn't really add a bunch, and these weapons are glitched, so if you try to drop them or extract with them, they will not earn you anything. They essentially don't exist as far as the game is concerned. But if you guys have any questions, make sure you leave them down below. That is every single glitch that is out right now. Thank you so much for watching. I'd really appreciate if you would comment down below bananas if you watched up until this point, and make sure you ask me any questions if you have any, and I'll catch you in the next one.